Let's say you do not enjoy Alliance War. You're going to unclick that. And do you see how it all changes? Welcome back to the channel. All right, the thumbnail and the title are correct. I believe this is the single greatest tool that you will ever come across. It's the best one I have ever seen, and if someone ever makes one better, then the community will be better for it. But it's the single greatest tool for making your rank up decisions, a quick snapshot on knowledge, where champions place, and then you're like, tell us why it's so amazing. Well, we have completely combined the genius of the MCoC Illuminati with the genius of the Spreadsheet Wizards, the two atoms, to create a spreadsheet that's configurable to how you are playing the game. I've been doing a tier list for over 3 years. You can see this is the 37th edition, and then this is going to include semi-annual top 10s as well. We had a huge jump up this last December, and we've carried it through into January. Like I said, combining the genius of all of these groups and people, and now we've got it for you here. I'm going to explain to you how to use this spreadsheet. The use is incredibly simple. All the complex stuff has been done for you by the Spreadsheet Wizards and the MCoC Illuminati. And I'm going to show you how to use it. I will be updating this monthly with my tier list videos. The videos are great. We're going to update that every single month with the new champions and the buff champions, and then of course the champions that are following out of the meta, or maybe they're becoming more and more powerful over the course of 3 years. We've seen this happen many, many times, and every single video will have the updated spreadsheet there for you to click it. Now, here's the thing. I need you to go subscribe. I need you to hit like. I need you to share. I need you to comment, and I need you to go and subscribe to at least one new Illuminati member each month. And if you see the atoms, give them a huge, huge thank you, because this is how this all works. I know how many people are watching the videos. I know how many people are liking them. Let's make this relationship work beautifully as we have. All right. How do we do this? Now, you're going to click on the link, right? That's going to be in the description. And you're going to open up your own spreadsheet. And then you're going to go into the upper left-hand corner under File, and you're going to make a copy. I know that probably didn't show up on your screen. That's fine. You go to File, make a copy, and you're going to now have your own copy. All right. Now, here's the genius of this all. Here's where the Spreadsheet Wizard really just knocked this out of the park. Let's say you do not enjoy Alliance War. You're going to unclick that. And do you see how it all changes? All of these champions have been given a score for general use, and that has been broken down. And we'll go over that in the semi-annual updates, right? We did that in June and December. They've also then been given a full score for Battlegrounds, and I do highly recommend you watch my Battlegrounds tier list as well, because that mode is so incredibly nuanced. And then each champion's also been given a score for Alliance War value, and then also ease of use. So let's say you want it all, and you're like, but I want to know the ease of use champions better, Vega. I want that score involved, and in this, you click it, and it moves for you. And it shows you their scores, their ratings, their rankings in the tier list if you're interested in the ease of use. Now, let's say you're like, I don't do Battlegrounds, I don't like Alliance War, but I want ease of use. I'm interested in questing and questing only. PvP is not for me. It takes too much time. It's just not where I'm at. Unclick Battlegrounds, unclick Alliance War, and there you go. It's amazing. It's everything that people like myself, DLL Campo, people who've been on the Illuminati for forever, have been trying to get across, but it's in one single spreadsheet. It's amazing. As I said, you're going to go and you're going to watch the video every single month. And I know not everyone wants to watch the video. I get it. That's fine. Although it's chock full of information, I think you should. You just want the spreadsheet, that's okay. You go, you click on that. Do me a solid though. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like. Make sure you share. Make sure you go subscribe to Illuminati member. You're going to take the spreadsheet. Oh, and if you want, leave the video up running because YouTube cares about the watch durations. You're going to leave the video up running. You're going to go to the spreadsheet. You're going to click File. You're going to click Make a Copy. So you have your own copy, and then you can filter based on however you are playing this game. And let's say you're like, well, I kind of like Battlegrounds. Boom, there you go. I kind of like Alliance War. Boom, there you go. It's that simple. The spreadsheet wizards, they're wizards. There's a reason why I've got it. Shout out to Adam and Adam. All right. You can see the rankings team. That's the MCoC Illuminati. You all, the viewers, came up with that name many years ago. I liked it. I've run with it. I've taken it. They're that smart about this game. You can see all the all the YouTube channels here. Some of them don't have active channels. Some of them have Twitter feeds, what have you. Go, let them know, thank them. These are channels I watch so that I can get better at this game. Now we're going to go over the legend relatively quickly here. Now you can see it as it's playing out on the sheet, right? And like I said, I'm going to update this every single month. And instead of going over this every single month, I'm just going to include a link to this video. So that's why it's here. Now, we've got the legend. The star means ranking depends on the awakened ability, meaning they're probably still good without it, but we included them having the awakened ability to get that ranking. The rocket, big boost from higher max sig. So think of these like champions that are really worthy of putting your sig stones into, or they just really almost need it. I hate using the word need in this game because it is so big and so complex, but think of like your Omega Reds, something like that, okay? The cheers glasses, rankings dependent on synergies. A perfect example of this is going to be your Mysterios. He has that synergy with Penny Parker, who's now also available as a 7-star. He takes a massive, massive jump up. The more synergies that were required, or the weakness of the synergy champions that are required, does start to come into play with how much we let a champion go up. The relic, that's the floppy disk. For those who are not old enough to remember, the floppy disk, actually recoil. So these are recoil friendly champions, right? The skull there. That one's always a little bit tricky because a lot of it's going to depend on how comfortable you are playing the champion. Yes, you can play almost any champion with the recoil tree if you know you're not going to be throwing specials and you know you're not going to take any hits and you only need to use them for 1 or 2 fights. Yes, your champions who are resistant to bleeding poison or immune to bleeding poison are going to be more recoil friendly, but they're still going to take recoil damage when they throw your specials. That's on there to show a friendliness, but you, the player, are still going to need to go there and figure it out. The floppy disk, a certain relic is going to be massive for them. Danny Moonstar is a phenomenal example of this. The 6-star Gambit relic really helps her significantly, and we've included that. The cross swords, BG influencing score. I want to actually point this out because I know it'll be on the screen. Right now, you can see Kindred as high rated as Kindred is. And a lot of you are like, whoa, 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 Kindred? Well, listen, he's a great Battlegrounds defender, so that is influencing his score. He also has a lot going on, so don't discredit him too much. But I do want to point this out to people. If you're looking at this and you see the cross swords and you're interested in Battlegrounds, I highly recommend you go and watch my monthly Battlegrounds tier list too, so you can learn about why and how they're fitting into your deck. It's quite important. If you're not that interested in Battlegrounds, I would unclick this and you'll see a champion like Kindred has moved down a full tier. Again, the genius of the atoms. Let's go ahead and click it again though. And then we've got this Everest. If you're looking at this on a Mac, it looks a lot better, trust me. But essentially, champions who are good in Everest content did get some added scores, and that's you've got a champion like Wong. Great champion, though. Really enjoy Wong. The little video game controller, high skill ass. So champions who, I'll give you a little peek behind the curtain. Champions who had a 1 or a 0 in the ease of view section got that. So you're going to see that with like Kushala, Absorbing Man, Tigra, that sort of thing. Essentially, the scores that they were given meant that they had to be being played at a very, very high skill. We graded each champion with the idea that they were being played as well as they possibly could. The little dice, it's an early prediction. Use caution. So this is going to be a champion who's been recently buffed or was recently in the game, and I want to see how it plays out. I want to see if they're going to get rebalanced up or down, and I also just want to see how they're going to fit into the meta. You can see Kindred still has it. We've got Kushala with it as well right now, okay? And then the 5-star, that's going to be your Magic and your Quake right now, meaning they're not available as a 6 or 7. If you see where Magic was now, and then you click Alliance War and Battlegrounds, she goes up to the top tier where she really should be. If you're just looking at power, like if you're coming up very early in this game, moving through the app content, you might consider ranking up Magic because she is that good. If Battlegrounds and Alliance Warrior thing, she's a 5-star. The maps are now almost littered with 7 stars. She is not going to be able to hang outside of the most rare of meta. So we wanted to reflect that. I can't believe how amazing this sheet is. And then we've got the microphone. Every month, if I'm going to talk about a champion, we're going to go over them. That will be denoted by the microphone. You can see we're going to talk about Diablo and Kushala. This is January of 2024, and also White Tiger because she will be new into the game. We will be talking about her in this month's video. So make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. We do more than the tier list, but everything will be revolving around this because this is the best way to get out information quickly and help everyone out. I know what it's like. You open those Nexus crystals, you open up a crystal, you're excited, you think you're excited, and then you want to be like, well, wait, am I excited? Am I ranking this champion up? Remember, the best champion to rank is always the one that you enjoy because you're going to know them better and you're going to perform better with them. So when you get this, let's say you pull Mordo, you're like, cool, Vegas got him in super premium. The MCoC Illuminati scored him out. Here we are. Thank you, Adams, for letting us know. We can adjust the tier list to how we want it. Watch the video. There's even hyperlinks here to a playlist. You can see there's my Mordo video, a hyperlink or a link, I don't know the term anymore, to a playlist on my channel that's going to have videos for myself, MCoC Illuminati, and other content creators who've done a phenomenal job. If somehow you make a copy and you mess this up, I don't know how you could, but let's say you do, right? Because it could happen. Just make another copy. You'll be A-okay. Thank you so much for watching. The videos will be coming out. This video in particular is coming out about a day before the first iteration, the 37th edition of January 2024. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.